This script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
First down here for the offense. He leaves it with his back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
He's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
And typically, you don't see linebackers that can run it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more. towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Plows through the defense. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, finding Illini. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Lawrence. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I love this. sacks because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Hand off from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Illinois lining up quickly. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Safe completion on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He's looking for a man on second down. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Looking to throw it again. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game one, now a touchdown catch in game two. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. On the move, it's Horn. Discards him with the stiff arm. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes him talk to the hand. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Gets it out fast. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Illinois!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be the biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Hauls it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Illinois right back to the line.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Coming after him. He'll try to do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 11 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He makes the grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
And it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He makes the connection. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's good.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a playmaker. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The run from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Illinois lining up quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep you... playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. The give to the back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Knocked down after a gain of 1, they'll mark it at the 6. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to pound their way in. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Here come the Irish back on offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Runs through a tackle. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what